Hi Ricky, this is Ben at Targeted SEO. So I am the Managing Director of Targeted SEO, and I understand you've been dealing with Karen, our Ops Manager, which is great, and we thank you for your interest in our agency. So I thought it'd be worthwhile just to create a very quick video just to introduce myself. So I founded the agency back in 2017, working with a variety of local, national and now international companies. We work with local service providers all the way through to national businesses, and quite often they start off like yourselves. You're at the stage where there's a lot of opportunity for you. You want to grow, and it's very tempting just to just go for it, and there's no reason why you shouldn't. But I just wanted to kind of talk you through how we approach SEO and to maybe offer some recommendations, observations, and talk about how we approach SEO as an agency. So obviously I've been doing SEO for over 10 years now. I've got a lot of experience, and we've got a very skilled agency now, a very skilled team. We're not a generalist agency. We're not a generalist digital marketing company. We just purely focus on SEO and what comes with that. So web design and development, and approaching that from an SEO point of view as well. So some of the things I kind of just picked up on, you mentioned to Karen in your last email exchange, how many local pages can we build per month? So first of all, local SEO is a great strategy to start ranking in different cities like Portsmouth, Southampton, and really starting to grow that authority. The trouble is that just building local pages and doing nothing else, at some point Google's going to figure out that you've got very thin content and that's all you're doing. So you really have to do kind of a 360 approach. So if I look at your sitemap, for example, on your website, and just pull that up quickly now, and I can see that you have actually been building local pages from the sitemap. Some of these have got numbers in the URL, so you might want to just double check those. And this is a strategy that works. I'd probably recommend going after a county parent page and then a city child page after that. So you could start with like Hampshire, then slash Southampton, Asbestos removal Southampton, and trying to audit some of these pages. Now, if you just keep doing this and doing this and doing this, quite quickly Google is going to figure you out and go, well, actually, you're not providing a lot of value here. You're just duplicating pages and changing a few page titles. So really, you have to approach it from a 360 approach. What else are you doing on your website to help drive authority traffic, and trying to build up that topical authority on your website. So for example here, okay, this is great. You've got Portsmouth on here, you've got some local content. Do you have any local content talking about the area? What's different between this page and let's pick one of these, for example. Is it exactly the same page? Have you just changed a few page titles? Actually, it's trying to make these pages a little bit different. I noticed there isn't a blog on your website either, and that's a great area where you can start to really answer a lot of frequently asked questions. What sort of questions are people asking in your industry? How do I remove asbestos? You can make it sound quite complicated and difficult, and then obviously they want to reach out to you as you're the expert. What are the dangers associated with asbestos? And there's probably loads of, you being the specialist expert, we can work with you to guide that kind of content, and we can write it for you as well. If I just jump over to our SEO software, this is very much like SEMrush or Ahrefs. I can actually start to see some of your visibility over a period of time. And I think you've done a fantastic job if you've been working on this yourself, and you're self-taught. Kudos to you, because the website does actually have some visibility here. You can see that it has grown. Obviously, there's a lot of core updates, Google core updates that are happening very frequently, and that's where we're talking about trying to approach SEO from 360. Because if a core update comes along and Google goes, there's nothing on this website apart from local pages, you're at risk of being hit with a core update. And if we start to scroll through some of these keywords and search terms you're actually being indexed for, there is some signs here. So Waterloo, so that looks like, is that potentially a London page? If you're starting to go after London, Yeah, and there's some quite a good search volume here as well. So removal in Southampton, and if I just put in Southampton up here, because that's obviously where you're based primarily to start with. So you've got a few green arrows here where things have started to pick up, starting to move. It's currently a mixture of the home page and the local page, or Hampshire, where actually is your county page that it's ranking for that. And let's have a quick look over here. So that's probably starting to get picked up because you've mentioned Southampton in here, and maybe this is where you need to link to all of the different cities in Hampshire that you're trying to target. So there's a lot of on page that needs to be done. I'd recommend an audit to begin with. We can't just dive into building local pages. We need to really figure out what is going to be the best strategy for you, because we really want to grow this website long into the future, so you become the national authority in asbestos removal, if that's your ambition. If you're starting to target London, you might want to end up with a team of people. So we want this to be in the thousands up here. We want this to really be growing, and that's typically what we see after a prolonged period of time of working in SEO. So I kind of just wanted to give you a very quick overview. In terms of budget, unfortunately we do offer retainers starting at £1,000 per month plus VAT. Now, Karen was saying to me that you've had a few quotes for around about £200, which to me, that doesn't sound like great SEO. I can't speak of other agencies and what they're going to be offering you, but I can't see them doing content, doing strategy, doing a full 360 approach. And I'm just going to share a slide on that here. So this is how we approach SEO. And if you're just paying a few £100 a month for SEO, I can't see what they're going to be doing for that money. Are they going to be having regular consultations with you? Are they going to be doing reporting? Are they going to be diving into Google Analytics and Google Search Console? Are they really going to be partnering with you? And that's what we want. We want a partnership, because if you're successful, we're successful. I'm not going to give you a big sales speech because it's the first video I've created for you. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of introduce you to that, and all these different aspects that make up SEO. It's just not one area. We should really be focusing on all of this, including things like your Google Business profile. That's going to be really crucial. Building up reviews, so you start ranking in the maps, optimizing that, sharing content. There's so much involved in SEO, and it's not just a case of building these local pages. So we're pretty busy at the moment, and I've been pretty stacked, but I am working on this proposal for you. It's not finished yet. I need to work with a team on it as well, but I just wanted to say hi. I think you've got a fantastic opportunity. Service-based companies like yourselves, we've worked with pest control businesses and similar type of thing where you're trying to rank in lots of different cities. We have a lot of success, and it does come at a price. If we can deliver more leads to your company, then ultimately it's going to be a great return on investment. But you really should be thinking about what that budget is, and maybe we can start smaller and offer you a smaller package, but it does mean that we're going to basically do less for you, and results might be slower. So that's only one thing to be wary of. We've got a full team. We've got a web designer in house and a developer, so we can take care of the hosting of your website for you. We've got 2 content writers, one of which has actually had asbestos in her house. So she might be a good fit for you because she's got some experience in your area. We've got an SEO consultant in house. We have an SEO strategist. You've met Karen. And we're also growing ourselves and recruiting a client account manager at the moment. So we have a great team, but yeah, it does come at a price. I hope that helps, just to create a quick video and introduce myself, and hopefully we'll get this proposal over before the weekend. Okay, all right, take care. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Bye.